Every relationship has a cost. Every human being that enters your life in whatever capacity they happen to be there is going to cost you something. Now, what's interesting about it is there's actually really simple arithmetic that you can pursue. I don't mean to sterilize the world of relationships. So be as repelled as you want to be and then use this as much as you think it could be beneficial. Here's the practice that I'll put in front of you, and then you can decide whether or not you want to pursue this or the degree to which you will pursue. Anytime your phone rings, anytime you get a text message, an email, a WhatsApp message, a Facebook message, a knock on your door, ask yourself, what is the positive input? What is the benefit? What is the cost? We'll take your old friend from high school, gives you a phone call. His name's Jerry, and Jerry's awesome. He's super funny, he's really interesting, he's entertaining. You've known him for a long time. He knew you when you were a kid, so you get a +7 with Jerry. But Jerry's constantly borrowing money, kind of bad-mouthing you, likes to gossip. So Jerry's a +7 and a -9. So what does that mean? That means Jerry's a -2. In my world, and this is where things get a little sterile, Jerry's got to go. Don't spend any time with Jerry. +7 -9 equals -2. No more Jerry. As a matter of fact, I don't like +1s, 2s, or 3s. I like people that are bringing so much value into my life that the value actually can't be ignored. It almost feels overwhelming. If the world is perfect, I'm doing the same for them. Because you might reverse this process, incidentally. You might look at Jerry and you might think about, well, what am I bringing into Jerry's life? What's my plus minus? What's really fun about that exercise is very often toxicity ends up being kind of symbiotic. Jerry's probably not a big drinker unless he's with you, because you guys are old high school buddies and the only way that you know how to relate is to drink together. So the arithmetic should be done 2 ways. When somebody enters your world, when they come into your bubble, when they encounter you or interact you in any way, what's the plus, what's the minus? So then what's our sum, right? Like, what is the end result? And reverse it. How am I contributing to this person? How am I costing this person? And if you think people don't cost you, they do. Every human that you encounter costs you time and attention. That's what that encounter is. They're costing you time and attention. There's a barista at a coffee shop, and I don't always enjoy when I encounter this person because they take so freaking long to take my order. But that's my time. If that sounds neurotic, maybe it is, but I also think it's a really important frame for you to assume. As you achieve greater degrees of success, you're going to have more people trying to draw down on your time and attention. There are going to be people that you feel obligated towards. And some of those obligations are real, by the way. You're going to have friends and family that you actually owe, that did a lot for you. You're going to have mentors, you're going to have partners, you're going to have employees, you're going to have staff, you're going to have vendors. You're going to have people that really do have an honest claim to your time and an honest claim to your attention. And the degree to which you choose to honor that is completely up to you. I watched a video from Alex Formosi where he said he recycles his friends every year or two. He's climbing this ladder and he wants to always be on the, low man on the totem pole. He's like, I want to be the poorest, dumbest person in every room that I'm in, which means he leaves his friends behind as he outpaces them. I'm not here to judge that, and that doesn't feel aligned with my values. You get to decide where on the spectrum you exist. Once you've decided that, and once that loyalty factor is accounted for, I would caution you against spending any time with anybody that's not a net positive in your life. As a matter of fact, I think you should go the exact opposite way. I think that you should be ruthless in the elimination of people that are negative influences. What's really sad about the people that are negative influences is very often they're the people that you enjoy the most. They wouldn't be in your life otherwise. Most negative influences you're going to eliminate if you don't like who they are or you don't like being around them. So the negative influences that are left over, they're left over because you're grading them on a curve, right? You're grading them against this backdrop of, oh gosh, I've known them forever. I really like being around them. They make me laugh. They're so much fun. For me, a lot of my negative influences are people that just help me come out of my shell. I'm mildly autistic and super neurotic and kind of nerdy, maybe not the best in social situations. So the friends that I would grade on a curve are the friends that help me come out of that. The cost is greater than I'm willing to bear. Your time and your attention is so unbelievably limited. If you really think about this resource that's available and accessible to you, I hate it when people say, oh, there's only 24 hours in a day. No, there's not. No, there is not, because you have to sleep. So there's 16 hours left. And you might say, well, I only need 6 hours of sleep. I don't care. The framework stands. There's 16 hours left in the day. If you're a 9-to-5er or if you have any traditional employment, there's 8 hours taken right off of your slate. So there's 8 hours left in your day to pursue everything you ever want to pursue in your life. Every passion, everything of meaning, all the real relationships that you want to cultivate. This is now spouse, partners, kids, friends, and you, getting to know you, building whatever it is you want to build. And you're going to take that 8 hours that you have a day and you're going to give it to who? And that's the question. That's the arithmetic that needs to be done. And if you're ruthless in your elimination, you at least put yourself in a position to where you're not being overly diluted. And this gets so hard. I'm experiencing this right now as I try to grow my social presence. I'm being shamed in weird ways by people that I don't really necessarily know for like not doing coffee, not doing lunch, not responding to messages. It's a weird position to be in. You see this in LinkedIn a lot, but I'm starting to see it on like Facebook Messenger. If somebody messages me, my personal feeling is I'm under no obligation to message them back, regardless of whether or not I've known them, met them, hung out with them a couple of times. Like, there's nothing in the social contract of our world that says that if you message me, I have to message you back. Otherwise, all 8 billion people on the planet have a leash hooked up to your eyeballs and they can yank out at any time they want. And it's hard. It's hard. It's especially hard because you have folks that are willing to follow up and be like, hey, did you see my last message? Why aren't you responding? You think you're better than me? I don't know you. Or I don't want to know you. Or I'm done. I've found the limit with which I choose to see value in the interaction that you and I have here. And that's hard and it's necessary. And the more you grow and the bigger you get and the more successful you are, the more it's going to happen. So build a framework for it now. And the very first piece of that framework is just the understanding. Even if you're not willing to take action on it just yet, start to do the arithmetic in your mind. This person is plus what, down what, sum what, and reverse it. Are you costing them? Because those are relationships, that's parasitic. You don't want to be there because that's going to backfire on you. Make sure that this is mutually beneficial. And I like leverage. I like knowing that 1 + 1 = 3. And I have some friendships like that. I have some friendships where, man, when I'm with these people, it's explosive. Like, we just can't not create and grow and influence each other in massive, epic way. And what's really interesting is you actually have to limit those too. Those become exhausting in an entirely different way. But your time and your attention have to be guarded. And one of the most important categories to guard against are other people. So I think every human's a miracle. I think every person's deserving of love and respect and empathy, but not my time and not yours. I hope this is helpful.
Thank you so much for watching my YouTube channel. If you don't mind, like the video, juice the algorithm, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, comment if you have questions or other topics you want me to cover, and most importantly, if you want to help me grow, share this and share it with context. Let people know what you liked, what you disliked, what you agreed with, what you disagreed with, and why they should watch and follow. I'd love to hit 1 million subscribers, and I'd love to do that with your help. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.